Welcome to Spiritual Rockstar Podcast, where world-changing spiritual entrepreneurs come to deeply awaken the power within to bring forth their greatest purpose, to create massive awakened impact for millions of souls around the planet, while enjoying being in tune with all life and real wealth in all aspects of their lives. I'm your host, Daniel John Hanneman. And here we are again, another amazing Spiritual Rockstar Podcast. I'm grateful to be with you. Today, I am going to be talking to you about Awaken sales. You could be growing and still stuck in your sales. Like you hear people say, everything's going great. And yet there's another level they want to go to, or there's another level available to them. They may even be stuck when they don't even realize they're a bit stuck. And so how do we identify what's going on for us with our sales, and how do we break out of that? I'm going to be giving you a full overview of all the different reasons why sales get stuck. And there's so many reasons. We could do a few podcasts on this alone. And I'm going to try to give you some of the most primary reasons and get started there with you, at least for today. And then I will continue with you moving forward to continue to talk about this subject in a variety of ways, I'm sure. And my intention with the series of podcasts that I'll do here through Spiritual Rockstar around Awaken Sales is to educate you and entertain you. Get ready for entertainment, guys, like guys and gals and everything. Gals and guys, however you like it, and everybody and every gender and non-gender and everything else. So get ready to be entertained, all right? And also get ready to absolutely laugh your butt off and to get some incredible attunements for your sales. Also get ready for some write it down advice, tips for sales. Get ready for it, and get ready for channeled messages, perhaps at times during some of these broadcasts. Get ready for all this awesome stuff. Maybe some clearings, maybe some meditations, maybe so many different things, because there's so many different things and ways I love to help you guys through these sort of broadcasts. So get ready for all of it. It's all coming at you. It's going to be amazing. I'm looking forward. I'm so enthused. I feel like I want to take this show on the road with you guys and help you guys awaken through the process of sharing your work in the world, making amazing sales while you awaken others. That's what Awaken Sales is. So we're going to get into it in just one moment.
Want to meditate and make money? Let it be simple. Let it be easy. Let it be fun. Go to yoursacredpurpose.com and get your free Meditate, Make Money meditation today.
What is this all about then? This getting stuck in sales, and how can my approach or what I have to share around this idea of Awaken Sales help you, again, to deepen your own awakening through the sales process while awakening, awakening them, awakening you. And then as you awaken them, they're awakening other people because you're bursting their bubbles and their stuff. And then they go out and in a new field of energy and a mindset, and they're influencing other people's lives, because a lot of you sell also to people that are in business, likely, but even if you don't, like, yay, it's all circulating, right? And as we bust through these ideas and concepts, these myths and legends, it'll be amazing. And also to just give you, again, wisdom, just some of the basic wisdom that help you with sales overall, as well. Just regular sales, So I've been at sales for a long time. Just real briefly, I'll tell you, been at sales in my own business online for 16 years. I've been in sales in a business sort of setting for myself individually, probably for more like 19 or 20 years or somewhere in there. And then I've been in sales on hardcore cold calling sales. I did that, I believe it was 2.5 years, selling copiers way back in the day. And that was many years ago. But way back in the day, that's how I grew up. Right out of college, I got a sales job selling copiers. So that required hundreds of cold calls a week, lots of sales calls. I've done thousands and thousands, and I want to say thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands, keep saying thousands. So I've done thousands and thousands of sales calls, and I've done millions of dollars in sales, of course, over the years, because I've generated businesses of multi six figures and all that. Or a business, I should say. So it hasn't been multiple businesses. And so, so it all adds up. It all adds up. So it's been quite a lot of fun, quite a lot of impact, quite a lot of joy in the process. So I have a lot to share with you. I've trained many people in sales. Some of my students say the reason why they're successful today is because of the sales I have taught them, and they continue to use what I share with them. And so I most recently was inspired to share the series after a client of mine was laughing and just lighting up like a Christmas tree, as my clients often do when I really go deep into sales trainings with the information I share. And that's why we're here. So what's keeping your sales stuck? Let's get right into it now. So the truth is, I don't know. I don't know you. You're listening to a podcast. I don't know specifically for you, but I'm going to touch on a number of things, and probably one or many of these things will apply to you. Maybe all of them will apply to you. We'll see. All right. So, the standard concepts are, well, you don't know your customer. That's why your sales are down, right? Now, this to me is such just regular knowledge and wisdom. One person that wasn't happy with me once called this sort of advice pedestrian, and I love to reference all my fans and my critics. So I like to reference them again, never by name, of course, but what things have been said. If you're like me, you're somebody that's like, you take the things that people have said, and if you want to increase your results, and by the way, before I go any further, again, there's one other thing I want to say. I enjoy, because I'm looking to entertain you as much as to enlighten you and to move you and to give you practical advice. I do it in a ranting, rambling fashion. So if you love that, give me some love in the comments wherever you are. Hey, love this style. If not, you can give me, if you can find a thumbs down, if it's on YouTube or something, I don't care. I really don't care. I'm just actually, every time someone says you suck, or in directly or indirectly, I'm actually allowing that to be like my joy now, so double and triple down on it. Please put the hammer down on me in that regard. Okay. All right. Because I'm going to use it all to serve more people. Either way, I love it. Okay. So, and that is one of the things that stops people in sales, by the way. Let's get back to that. So there's pedestrian advice, that's what I mean. Like, I love people that have the critic, because critic is right. They've got wisdom. It is pedestrian advice. Well, let's look at your client profile and everything. It doesn't mean it's not worthwhile. I have people look at client profiles. It's important. Do you even know who you're serving? Okay, it's important, especially if you want to have a significant business. I help businesses that aren't just six figures or multi six figures, but I've helped people that are making millions of dollars, and I help people at all different levels. So, and it's for whatever reason, like, it doesn't matter what level you're at. People are entertained, people are impacted, because I know what I know. I'm a tuner inner guy. I'm an intuitive guy. But anyway, so that's neither here or there to this conversation, other than maybe some rambling entertainment. So what is the deal with sales? Where are we? They say if you're an introvert and sensitive type, it's going to be hard to be a salesperson. Probably right. It's probably an idea we have, and you're too empathic, and you're if you're a spiritual person, you're a spiritual rock star, right? You just want to love people up. You don't want to sell. You just want to help. Is that really true? Do you just want to help? Yeah, maybe sometimes, but then when you have money issues and you're just giving all your services away, then what do you say? I'm tired of giving my services away, right? So some of you are doing that, and why would you give your services away? Why would you do that? Now, it's the idea, well, I just want to help people. So sure, you do, of course. And you're afraid of criticism. You're afraid of getting comments like I do. And they're not all the time. Most of my clients love what I share and benefit greatly from it, but there's always somebody. There's always somebody. There's always somebody, because we're always dealing with ourselves, by the way. So when I talk about other people and what they've said and I have fun with it, it's because, hey, I know I'm just having fun with me. I know it. I know it. I know it. So, okay, so let's say everybody calls you a fraud. I've been called a fraud in my life by people that don't even know me, mostly by people that haven't even known me. I don't even know anybody I've ever known has said that, but people randomly online say, I'm channeling, you're a fraud, things like that. So you're a con artist. They don't even know me, but they're calling me names. So what are we going to do? Hide? So visibility can kill your sales, obviously. Wow, there's a shocker. That's pretty pedestrian comment, but anyway, so but the truth is, guys, it's true. So are you going to just continue to allow yourself to be so sensitive? I was called Mr. Invisible. I'm so sensitive, right? In high school, I was so withdrawn, so sensitive. So when people say, well, I can't handle all that criticism, I can't handle all that rejection, I can't handle people thinking I'm just in it for the money and all that sort of thing. You know what they say, this whole thing about growing a pair, right? So yeah, basically that's sort of what it comes down to in a way, but it is really about getting into your strength, into your fire, into your steel that's so lacking in so many spiritual entrepreneur types. It's like just getting into your strength, getting into your deeper presence. A lot of times we've decided, I guess, mentally that fire and steel has nothing to do with the infinite presence. Okay. And in this realm, it seems to, okay, there's the absolute where everything's everything and nothing is nothing, and the nothingness is the everything, and the everything is the nothing, and there's that place, okay? And then there's like this plane that we live in, okay, where there's deeper energies, and some of that is like fire and steel and like let's mix it up kind of energy. So you have to be willing to be in that energy. You have to be willing to mix it up with people so you can help move them through their small stories, so you can move you through your own small feelings. Sometimes we're just open, sometimes we're just connected, sometimes we're just in the field because by grace, because we've done things to set it up for ourselves so that would happen, and then we're flowing, and maybe and from that state we can sometimes see momentum in life. All of a sudden, maybe if we're open and receptive enough, and especially around money and sales, that all of a sudden, just by raising our vibrancy, all of a sudden sales increase. So your vibrancy may be down, your passion, I hear this from my clients, my passion used to be stronger, now it's not as less, now my sales have decreased. I'm totally for what I still do, but it's not as strong as it used to be. And geez, for some reason my sales are down. It's because the passion isn't as high. So, but why is that? Is there a new direction that wants to happen in your business? Is there a deeper mission that wants to be unfolded? Is there something else that's wanting to happen? Why is it that you're not as passionate about it as you used to? There's this idea that, I've already, like for me, I've been at this a long time. There's this idea, well, I've been at it a long time, but maybe you're doing the same thing again and again, you're losing your passion for it. And you're a creative type. If you're like me, you're creative. You want to keep doing new stuff. You want to feel the creative process and thrive that way. So is that maybe part of it? Like I told you, I could give you thousands of reasons your sales may be stuck, right? And yet, who knows? I don't know you directly yet. I don't yet. Of course, maybe we'll talk sometime. I don't know. So my thing with Awaken Sales is I can absolutely nail like specifically why your sales are stuck. I can take a look at your field and tell you why I sense your sales are stuck. You know, like some really deep insights about that, and without even knowing you, I can tell you instantly, like some of the reasons why your sales are stuck, because it's just my gift. I've also trained, hundreds, if not thousands of people to be able to harness their ability to tune in and tune into other people and to do this energy scanning thing I do. So I know how to tune in. And so I know where sales are stuck. I also know where the sales opportunities can be for people. And it's just a matter of working with people that are willing to be open and receptive and working with someone like myself, and then take action. If you take action, okay, if that aligned action from the bigger field that you are, often we're continuing to just go with strategies and tactics, and we're trying to cobble those things together, do X amount of posts, keep consistent, keep making your offer X amount of times, and then X amount of people will get on your schedule, then X amount of people will sign up. We'll live happily ever after. Then why is that happening at the level that you want then, if that's all it takes? Because you'll have people say they're making lots of money, and the whole key is just all numbers, all numbers. That's how I was trained at sales. It's all a numbers game. I'd be making hundreds and hundreds of cold calls, more cold calls sometimes than anybody else in the company. And yet I did not make the most sales. I never was the top salesperson in that field. And copy your sales, I was never the top salesperson. I would say I was never really close to being the top salesperson. Why was it? I wasn't passionate about selling copiers, but I was passionate about learning sales at the time because it was my first job out of college. I knew there was something about sales for me that I needed to embrace because I had been dimming down my persuasion energy, all my life, dimming down my power, dimming down, my persuasion, because when I trusted it, it would work. But then sometimes my intent wasn't aligned earlier in my life. And we have past lives where we've abused our power and our persuasion. So it's a matter of creating a relationship with the force that we are, the power that we are, and allowing that to allowing ourselves to come from that deeper energy, the deeper power that we are. Start putting an end to this sense of smallness that your mind tells you are. You are me, this little voice in my head, right? You are me. I control you. I know I'm nothing. I know I'm no good. Yeah, compared to the infinite, that might be true, right? But you're worth something in there. But yeah, you're right. You're pointing to the bigger field. That's everything. That is far more valuable than the little voice. So no wonder the little voice says you're nothing. It knows there's so much more. How wise. I've told you, the critic is very wise. So when you're selling to people, again, I told you this would be rambling. There's 1,000 different things that could be stopping your sales. You're talking with people in your sales conversations. Probably a lot of you do one-to-one sales, where you're having a one-to-one conversation with somebody about working with you. Well, if you want to listen to their little mind as to what their problems are and what's going on, then you might run into some problems in terms of moving the things forward. But if you're listening in from a deeper space, and you can hear really what's going on for them, and you can bring them into the hugeness that they are, they can transcend their limits, not only to say yes to a transformation, but to themselves and to investing to get help with whatever they're dealing with, whatever it is, health, finances, career, expression in the world, money, whatever it may be, that you help with. Could be all kinds of different things. Well, you need to awaken them to who they really are. That is awaken sales. Awaken people to who they really are, and they'll feel so empowered that they will not. The number one reason why people don't get the results that they want is because they give up, right? Maybe you could say, well, no, it's because they're not aligned and they're not doing the right things, and they're just going with their conditioning. And yeah, that's true too. But then even with that, people give up, right? So people just give up. I'm going to live my higher self. I'm going to do that. And the minute something goes a little sideways, it's like, oh, and you go right back to the little self. So you give up. You give up. That's why your sales are, you say, well, they give up. It's my clients. It's my prospective clients that are, no, you're giving up. You're giving up. So a lot of sales trainings that I've taken trainings from some of the people that are some of the more well-regarded people in the coaching industry. And many other people that train sales and are, have done a lot of sales. And I've heard again and again, like, well, and I think it's, it's okay to all different ways of doing sales, but if you want to have more sales, one philosophy is, well, they won't come around really super fast, and just drop them. Okay, you can do that and just have lots of numbers, I guess. Then again, if you're willing to take a more powerful stand, put a little more time into a sales conversation with somebody, or an enrollment conversation, or transformational conversation, whatever words you want to use, but if you're willing to put a little more time into it, if you want to put a little bit more time into it, just put a little more focus on it. When you intuitively know you can hold them in this deep space and have them experience a transcendent experience of breakthrough in the process of you talking to them, and that it would have them light up and be like, yes, I'm ready. I'm ready now. I'm ready for that next thing in my life. If you were willing to put in just a little more time, a little more presence, you may change the world in ways that you can't even imagine. And now those people help hundreds or thousands, even thousands and thousands of people, because I held that space for them and they got help from me. And, okay, maybe they would have got it eventually, who knows? But I don't know that. I don't know that. Some of these people are in really bad places when they came to me. So there's a time for everything, perhaps. But if you're looking for more sales, you've got to look at how you're stopping yourself. What are you doing to stop yourself? What are you saying to yourself? What beliefs are you carrying that is keeping you from the next level of sales? Another pedestrian comment. Okay, I'll let that one go soon. But it's true. I mean, what belief systems do you have? Well, I don't like sales. It's okay. What's the belief behind not liking sales? All right. And it's the belief. It's not that you don't like sales. It's you don't. There's a belief. So when I say to people, because even people that are making a lot of sales sometimes don't like sales. They still don't like sales, entirely, but they accept it because they have to, right? So if you say, I don't like sales, or I don't want to do sales in that way, or, like this idea, I don't like this thing, but it's the thing you actually need to embrace to see more sales, whatever the thing is, and it could be sales itself. Like, okay, then you're going to be limited in that regard. Okay, well, you're not willing to embrace it, there's going to be an issue. And then what's the false beliefs? It's not that you have a problem. Let's say if it was sales itself, it's not that you have a problem with sales itself. Okay, that's a myth. And people don't like sales. It's a myth. People, they say, well, people don't like sales, but they like buying or whatever. Like, that's not even the issue. That's not even the issue. The real issue, what are the false beliefs around sales? Well, we all know, sales could be horrible and people could manipulate others and all that. Okay, that's what you don't like then. People manipulating other people to give them money. Okay, that's what you don't like. That's not sales itself. That's something else. That's, I don't know what you want to call it. That's something else though. People might call it manipulation, and then that becomes the bad word, I guess. But it's not the sales itself. Sales itself, just like anything else, like when people say money isn't positive or negative, it's what you make of it, right? It's neutral. So the same thing with sales. It's neither, ultimately it's extraordinarily positive because there is no change until the sale is done. There's no change, whether you're selling yourself on something or, and then people are like, but wait a minute, like again, what a critic am I? Well, you can't just think something and then it's true. Like, yeah, right. Like plenty of times I've just thought something and it became my reality and truth. And then of course there's things that are more stubborn. We have patterns and stuff, and sometimes that's true too. But the truth is that we can take the sense of this idea that we hate sales, or we hate an aspect of sales that would make us, we think about, like, maybe you don't want to run YouTube ads or something, but maybe that could help your business. But you're like, well, I don't like that because blah, blah, blah. It's not intimate enough. It's not personal enough. And maybe it isn't for you, by the way. Maybe it isn't. Maybe there's truth to that. Maybe that is true. But if it keeps coming to you, well, maybe I should do it. Maybe I should do it again and again and again. Maybe there's something in it for you. When I tune into people, I can tell them, like, I get a feeling like this is a good direction for you. And it might be the direction that they've been resisting. It's not always like, oh yeah, that's exactly what I've been thinking all the time. Sometimes it is. But it's like you've got to embrace sales if you want to have more sales. You've got to embrace the next level. You have to come from the infinite space and embrace it. So let's say you're $100,000 business, because that's what I like. I like people that are making money already. When I work with people, I prefer people that know how to make sales, or have had success, at least in life, with money, a minimum. And they're light leaders. I want to build up their businesses. Okay, I want to grow. I want to be supported in that process. So wherever it is you are, let's say you're 100,000 a year, something like that. And if you're below that, that's fine too. But wherever you are, then you imagine, oh, I'd love to have a $500,000 business or $1 million business or something even far beyond that, whatever the number is. Okay. So when you feel into your own personal energy space, you think, and you're mentally, you think, I can do $1 million. All right, I'm confident. All right, $1 million per year. All right, confident in my head. All right, okay, yeah, it's true. You just think it something like that, probably just like that, in that way, it's probably not going to work out for you. But now try this. All right, you tune in and you're like, okay, where do I truly want my business to go in sales next? Getting 500,000, let's say. All right, then go ahead and feel, and it's basic stuff, I know, but like, it's bears repeating. Feel the energy of $500,000 per year in your business. Feel that. Let it into your field. You can feel it. You don't have to, yeah. Well, or you can have a sense of it, right? Can imagine it. If you're more visual, maybe you visualize yourself, how you would dress, how you'd be acting if you're making that kind of money, or what you would be doing, all those usual things. It brings it into your energy field. So you are coming into the energy of it. You can know the energy, you can see it, you can feel it. Somehow you can pick up on the energy, right? Just like intuition works the same way. You can know it somehow. And then you come into that knowing, and then you continue to focus upon that feeling energy of that. And if it's an amount, that's great. Then you can connect that amount to the sense of how it wants to how it wants to serve, is for probably more the first question. And then how does it want to serve? How do I want to serve? How is okay? Let's say I was tuning in right now for myself, let's say, sort of making up, some of it's probably true. Like, okay, I want to help, 1 million people make $1 million or more, let's say that was true, or to take their soul mission to the highest level possible as spiritual entrepreneurs. Okay, so I'm feeling into that. I'm like, oh my God, if I provide that kind of value, I should be making at least $1 million myself, right? So I could at least on a stepping, maybe there's stepping stones. Maybe we could kind of start there. Maybe that's one way you can do it. Okay, I could go to 500,000 like right away. What if I could help one person go to $1 million that said like 100,000 now, or a few 100,000 already? So, okay, I can feel into that. I can feel that value. Wow. Well, what if I could help 3 or 4 or 5 people, or maybe I'm taking people from 10 to 100,000, 10,000 to 100,000, and I'm doing it within 6 months or a year or 18 months. And, I do that for 50 to 100 people or something like that. Now that feels like maybe even $1 million business for sure. So whatever it is, like you get into feeling energy, and it's just a feeling of it's right? Like when you taste something, you can use your taste sense, like, that tastes right. No, it doesn't taste right. Yeah. We have all different intuitive senses. We're not here to go through all of them. If you know yours, like whether it's your heart, your gut, your sacral, whatever, whatever systems you use, ideas, muscle testing, but you can sense what's right. And then you just get in that energy, right? And then it's about confidence. It's about doubling down on your confidence on it. So when your mind tries to say, you come back into the big field, and the confidence really comes by being in the big field. Okay, this is happening. Okay, what do I not want to do in sales? Not honor people, not listen to them, BS them, whatever it is. Okay, then don't do that. Then how would you rather it be? I want to love them fully. I want to embrace them in every way. I want to let them decide to work with me. Okay, then that's awakened sales for you then, then that's the attitude and energy to come into. Okay, anyway, I just wanted to kick things off today. There's so much more. There's an infinite amount of directions we can go in talking about sales, but here we're getting to some of the foundations. Feeling uncomfortable, not knowing what to say when you're with people. I've had all these conversations with people, so I can give you the support in all that. And so I will create some videos and podcasts here. Podcasts in this case, and we do have the video format here on YouTube. So if you want to come to YouTube and check me out as well, subscribe wherever you are. Okay. And I hope you found some of this entertaining and powerful and all the rest. So I'm going to leave it there. So take some action on what I said today. Do it in your own creative way. That's something I'm a believer in. I get more particular with my clients sometimes, for sure. But for now, experiment with some of the things I'm talking about today. What did you gain from the episode today? Tell me if you can comment where you are, let me know. And if you want to take your sales to a next level and you want me to tune into what's stopping you and what could set you free, just let me know. I'm at yoursacredpurpose.com. Always looking to help people that already have a solid relationship with making money and previously or currently, and want to climb higher as spiritual entrepreneurs and light leaders. So anyway, okay, well, I'm so grateful for all of you. Keep on tuning in, and we'll keep on rocking it here at Spiritual Rockstar Podcast. Until next time, everyone. Goodbye for now. Listening to Spiritual Rockstar Podcast. Stay tuned for our next upcoming new episodes each Wednesday and Saturday. Please be sure to subscribe, rate, and review to help us to serve you best. As a reminder, you can get your free Meditate and Make Money meditation at www.yoursacredpurpose.com to rock your sacred purpose. Goodbye for now, everybody.